pace car going to come off the track, and Ari, here we go. Time to drop the green flag on this 16-car field as Brandon Wagner's going to bring him to the green flag.
Looks like he has a really good start here. Wade tucking in behind him, trying to force Saavedra out, trying to slot into that second place. It looks like he's getting it done.
67 laps, 100 miles on this one.
Oh, 3 wide.
Yeah,
he's lifted. Wagner lifted in turn 1, and the guys just blew right by.
So Brandon Wagner gives up a couple of positions just like that, Ari, and we talked early on about how quickly things can change here. We may see more passes in 1 lap here than we saw in the entire race at Sonoma.
Yeah, look at these guys dice, and I'm telling you, if you're the pole sitter, flat into 1, no matter what, you got to do it. The car will hold if you have a good car.
You talk about experience versus inexperience. Experience right now up front. We go on board with J.R. Hildebrand. He started back in row number 7, and right now he's pacing himself, kind of watching, see how it's going to play out in front of him.
Yeah, look at that big draft he's getting. You see the cars are going 2 by 2 here.
Well, look at Pota can pop out and go 3 wide.
Pota, who's working with Wagner this weekend on the setup with Daryl Soppy, doing a very good job here, 3 wide.
James Davison started 6th, Ari. He also made an early move on that opening lap, dove to the inside, and now he's gone to 2nd place. Mario Romancini, he's going to go 3 wide as he looks to gain positions as well. We see Anna Beatrice now tuck up behind Romancini there mid-pack.
Yeah, Anna had a problem in qualifying, so she's starting in the back. So JR and her are trying to move up this field, but they have to be very careful because once they get to look at the movement here, wow, JR making a move on the inside.
On the inside of Daniel Herrington, he's going to pick up at least 1, maybe 2 spots there.
Look at the
J.R. Hildebrand, yeah, he started 13th, moved to 11th on that opening lap, and now has picked up what looks to be, yes, he gets past Romancini, he'll go to 9th right there.
Yeah,
little move.
JR's being very smart about this. He's not making any really drastic moves, but he's just using that momentum. Just when someone makes a mistake, he moves it up another place.
We're being told that the 5 of Mario Romancini is going to be black flagged, and we'll see the black flag this time by apparently that 5-car leaking fluid. All right, that's the last thing you want on a 190-mile-an-hour oval like this is to have it. And we got some contact.
We've lost a wing. I think it's Brandon Wagner's right front wing. That's correct.
Yep, it is. So we've got a yellow, and then we got a spin. Is that Pippa Mann? She spins in turn number 1.
Oh, and Anna.
And Anna Beatrice spins as well. She catches the car. Don't think either of those cars, Ari, made contact as the yellow flag came out, because we go back to green flag racing.
Well, that's very fortunate for him that yellow came out when it did. So here we see Wade. He's leading this field. James Davison 2nd. So these 2 guys have a lot of experience. Mike Pota having a good run in 3rd.
James Davison's going to go for it here. It looks like, you know, and Ari, we saw before the yellow flag came out that Davison, not content to simply tuck in underneath Cunningham, this is what we're seeing. Him trying to go side by side in that middle to higher groove, and it looks like now he might even get a bit of a push from Saavedra.
Yeah, he's trying to get a little bit air in the front wings to give him some more front grip. He doesn't want to turn it directly behind Wade because he'd lose the front grip. He'd lose all that airflow over his front wings. So we see Saavedra now moving up on this restart. Pota was 3rd, as you see him working his way on the high side.
Yeah, on board with James Hinchcliffe, who right now runs in 5th place as we watch Mike Pota grab that position. Ari, here they are racing into turn number 3.
Yeah, good side-by-side action. E-Fusion on the side of that car. Look, he's even going to try to make a move around 3 wide here.
Pota obviously has a good feeling race car. This is his best start of the season. His best finish on an oval came just about a month ago. He was 8th at Kentucky as Pota trying to get racing. Now Daniel Herrington going to pop to the outside in that blue car.
Yeah, Herrington up there on the high side. His car's working good too.
And as we return, we've got 3 cars together between turns 3 and 4 as we were working the 32nd of 67 laps here. One is Pota, another is James Hinchcliffe. Was the other Anna Beatrice?
It was.
Yeah.
It was Anna as well. Pota just understeered right up the track and just clipped the other car and sent them both into the wall.
Here's Pota on the inside of Daniel Harrington in that purple and orange. They touched.
They touched
there
right
briefly. There. And then we see Saavedra make that the 27. Yeah, 27 of Saavedra pop to the outside. And
I think something was wrong with the car.
Yeah, once they touched, apparently, Ari, something broke because Pota just washed up the track and into Hinchcliffe, and Anna was collected there. Let's go on board with James Hinchcliffe here, Ari.
Let's watch for the contact up front. Oh, it's already happened. By this point, he's already backing off the throttle.
Whoa.
Yeah, he realized something was wrong, but it was way too late. And that's just, one of those racing incidents that in James's situation, It's totally not his fault.
So with 41 complete, we're working 42 of 67 that make up the Chicagoland 100. And we're watching James Davison go side by side with Wade Cunningham, and here comes Daniel Herrington.
Wow.
Herrington on the high side, but Ari, the problem there is he going to be able to have enough room to come down now and make the pass?
He did, and now if he slots down in front of Wade, he has. He's gotten it done. 3 wide. That was a great pass by Daniel Herrington.
Gutsy move by Daniel Herrington and that Bryan Herta Autosport machine on the restart. And now we watch on the high side the 27 machine. So here comes the 27 of Saavedra. Looks like he may try the same thing.
Let's see if Hildebrandt now goes behind Saavedra and helps Saavedra around Davison. That's what Saavedra needs. He needs someone to support him and to push him along.
So J.R. Hildebrandt were on board with the 2009 Firestone Indy Lights champion. All the pressure, if there was any, off at this point. Had a bad qualifying session after the fuel pressure problem, wound up starting 13th in this race, has worked his way up now into the top 5, has clinched the championship after the 3 cars went out on the second yellow flag. There's a look at Bryan Herta, the former IndyCar Series regular, an IndyCar Series and kart winner, as now he is a car owner. Bryan Herta Autosport, along with his one-time engineer, Steve Newey, is the owner of this team, Bryan Herta Autosports, and they're watching the blue car, driven by Daniel Herrington, lead here at Chicagoland. Along with Ari Lyondike Jr. and Kevin Lee, I'm Mike King. Welcome back to the Chicagoland 100 Firestone Indy Lights action on versus. Closing laps, 10 to go here, Ari, and we're watching Daniel Herrington. He took over the lead, working lap number 42. And right now, he is working out in front in the Bryan Herta Autosport LeBlue machine as he's got James Davison trying to pound on him, and Davison has done everything he could to try to make enough room to pull alongside, but now Herrington seems to be stretching it out just a bit.
Yeah, he's doing really well, and J.R. Hildebrandt is doing also a great job on the back straightaway, but it seems like his gearing isn't very good for the front straightaway. I think he's hitting the limiter pretty early going into 1, so he's struggling a little bit there, but he seems very strong on the back.
Now all of a sudden, J.R. Hildebrandt looks much stronger, and he's getting some help from his teammate Sebastian Saavedra.
This is the situation we need to be in for these guys if they want to pass Davison. He's up 10 spots right now, battling for 3rd.
So we watch off the rear of J.R. Hildebrandt's car. About 15 laps earlier, it became official. The 2009 Firestone Indy Lights Championship, his, after a 3-car incident involving Anna Beatrice, James Hinchcliffe, and Mike Potikin, elevated him to a position where he clinched the title. Now he gets to race for the win. There's no pressure on him here at the finish at Chicagoland or going to the finale at Homestead Miami Speedway. But boy, there's plenty of dicing going on out there, Ari, as Daniel Herrington continues to lead. But here comes James Davison once again.
Yeah, Davison's pretty strong here, but I think he really wants to wait until the last few laps. He doesn't want to show his cards right now, because if he pulls out completely, someone could slot in on the bottom, and that would leave him out to dry. So he does want to protect the bottom.
3 wide. Wade Cunningham on the inside in the Lucas Oil car. That's car number 11. In the middle, you've got the 26 car of J.R. Hildebrandt on the outside. His teammate at AFS Andretti Green Racing, Sebastian Saavedra. Whew. Daniel Herrington's got a mirror full of race when it comes to that LeBlue car. Herrington will look for the win as he'll come to the white line. Ari, here it is. It's do or die here as the final lap at the Chicagoland 100 set to be run. Prendeville runs in 3rd.
Prendeville making a move to the bottom here. That was a great move. So see if he can keep it stick. Oh, I don't think he can. He got too much understeer there. He had to back off. So looks like Herrington is doing pretty good here. He's doing everything he needs to do to make this win.
Daniel Herrington has never run in Firestone Indy Lights competition. Took over the lead on lap 42. Here we come off of turn number 4 for the final time. To the line, it's going to be Daniel Herrington. He will win his first race in Firestone Indy Lights Series competition. High fives all around. Bryan Herta and Steve Newey have taken this first-year team to victory lane. What a race we saw as Daniel Herrington and James Davison put on a great show, and a fine 3rd place finish for Andrew Prendeville. There's your winner in the 28 LeBlue Ultra Pure Water Car, Daniel.